Do you know that your right in a property can expire? Ask me how. Before I say anything, subscribe to my channel and I will gist you. Yes, your right in a property can expire. Even though you have a CFO, you have a registered document, it can expire if you don't act on time. In my last video, I explained the concept of laches and acquiescence and explained the fact that if somebody is mistakenly taking your land to be his and you saw the person and you left the person to continue in that act, then the law may presume that you have been stopped by your action or inaction, and then the principle that he owns the land will not avail you. But let's take for instance that where you do not even have the knowledge there is somebody on your land, and all of a sudden you wake up and there is a mansion on your land, and you went to court and they said, sorry, your right has expired. How would you feel? It's the law. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Your right in a property can expire if you do not act in time. In most states, depending on the state where you are, in Lagos, if there is a cause of action on land and you do not act within 12 years, your right, your title will be extinguished. In some other states, it's 10 years. So it ranges from 10 to 12. There was a case of Elebanjo and Dawodu. So the Alaja Dawodu, Ganiat Dawodu, had a property, 2.5 plots of land in Bagada. And the family of Elebanjo said, this land belongs to our family. They went to court in 1996. In the process they filed in court, they said their father bought that land through a deed of conveyance. It was a registered deed of conveyance since 1969. And in 1984, they noticed that Elijah Ghanaiat Dawodu was on the land. They even went to put a Pedro police station to report her at the point, but the woman took people there. They forcefully erected properties and she occupied the land. And they waited till 1996 December. The woman did not bother to file any defense. She just filed a notice of objection that their land has expired. And I'm like, no, we have a deed of assignment, we have all of that, deed of conveyance, our rights, we are the legal owner of the land. The trial court set aside the objection raised by Elijah that you have to even file a defense if you want to raise any objection. The woman went to court of appeal. The court of appeal said if it boils on the issue of jurisdiction, there is a law called limitation law. Each state has its own. If a right has been extinguished, then you cannot even do anything. So, a right was affirmed, or the objection was sustained. They went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court upheld it. Out of 5 judges, 4 judges supported Elijah that no. If you have discovered that she has been on the land since 1984, why are you just coming out? So your cause of action arises when you discover the trespass or when you discover that a wrong has been done to you. A cause of action arises when a fact or combination of facts that will give you rights to challenge the other person happens. At that 1984, when you discover that this woman is on your land, you should have acted. So you can't just fold your hand and waited. It doesn't even matter whether you say that, oh, I'm not in the country, I didn't know. Is it not just when I am aware that somebody is there that I will bring an action to court? No. That can only avail you in the defense for laches and acquiescence. But when it comes to the issue of statute of limitation, it doesn't matter whether you're out of the country or you're in the country or you're not aware. It's automatically extinguished, stopped, killed your rights in that property. So it is important, even if you're not in country, put your property in care of someone that will help you monitor, that will help you manage the property. So if there are any squatter or anyone claiming adverse interest on your land, you can quickly take step before your right expired. There are exceptions to this rule, which I'll be taking in my next video. I hope you've learned something today. Thank you.